Okay, so this was, it started off as my personal statement for colleges, but turned into something else. So I wrote a letter to time. Dear time, you're a concept we created. You are unfair, unforgiving, relentless, and yet a figment of our imagination. We created you to be that way, I suppose. You're different to everyone. You're cold and cruel. You please no one. You're a whirlwind when it matters, and you dawdle when it doesn't. Presentism thinks that you're real only now, but that doesn't seem to change the inevitability of mortality, the finite. Why do you neglect our pleas? Why do you ignore our needs, our wants, us? Everyone seems to think that you and wisdom are synonymous. Aren't you interchangeable, time and wisdom? Supposedly you zip by and wisdom scurries along behind. That's the problem, though. Everyone thinks that you stride by hand in hand, a glint of purpose in your eyes. The reality, you could not be farther apart. Wisdom and time, you two are the old couple that used to date. Whenever you're in the same vicinity, you are the definition of thorny. You and wisdom can't seem to reconcile with ignorance either. There's no pattern, no method to the madness, no order in the disorder. I guess that makes sense, though. We all seek to find some certainty in an uncertain world. You waltz by without a single care, while wisdom and ignorance kick, punch, shove, spit, tear at each other for your affection. You're indecisive. I guess the point is, time, that you're irrelevant. You can continue your goading, your taunting, but for us it doesn't really matter as long as wisdom and ignorance are involved. You do your flighty dance while wisdom and ignorance brawl it out for attention. You see, we're measurable entities. We have a beginning and an end. We're finite, limited. We're all born in the same burning building, and as you, time, dash by, we're all suffocating a little more and more, existing a little less and less. Everyone seems to think that wisdom graces those who have suffocated a little longer, and ignorance for those who have just taken their first breath. But that's the thing. They don't care who they torment. Wisdom and ignorance, they're boundless. If wisdom and ignorance and time aren't synonymous, then childhood and adulthood are inconsequential. There's no difference, no order, just labels to differentiate among those in that burning building. We all attempt to seduce wisdom. Very few willingly welcome ignorance. Maybe the difference between being a child and adult is that insatiable desire to embrace wisdom. Maybe true adulthood is not marked by time, but when we no longer seek wisdom, when wisdom is overshadowed by practicality. Then call me Peter, time, I'm never growing up. What is it about adulthood that is so alluring, so beguiling? Maybe it's not a choice, though. Freedom isn't always so free. I guess it never really was. But I digress. The point, you ask, childhood doesn't mean you're a child. And adulthood, it's never been about you, time. Childhood is a friend to wisdom. Adulthood is kin to practicality. And what? I never plan to grow up. Never want to, never will if I have anything to say about it. Curiosity's an old companion. She and wisdom and I go way back. I'm not young enough to know everything. J.M. Barrie gets it. He gets that you mean nothing, time. He gets that wisdom and ignorance favor no one. He gets that childhood is marked by wisdom and curiosity. That adulthood is a facilitation of practicality. That we shouldn't be so concerned with adulthood or childhood, other than the fact that if we truly wholeheartedly wish for it, we can decide between either. Or both. He also gets that sometimes we don't get that choice. Who is to stop you from pursuing wisdom? Carpe omnia, seize everything. If you choose adulthood, you choose against everything. How am I to welcome wisdom if I don't choose everything? I choose childhood. I choose everything. So hello, nice to meet you. My name is Peter. These are my friends, wisdom and curiosity. I'm never growing up, and I choose everything. Sincerely, Kylie Garcia Kellum, but you can call me Peter.